Evaluate each of the following expressions. Log base 10 of 1,000. This expression we can evaluate by thinking of this in terms of exponentials. So what I like to do is to say I'm going to call this x, and then write this in exponential form, which is the base 10 raised to the x is equal to 1,000. Now I can just think about this exponent and what exponent would I have to put onto 10 in order to get 1,000. And that's pretty easy to see that x would be equal to 3. So that's what log base 10 of 1,000 is. It's equal to 3. For part B, we've got log base 2 of 32. We can do the same thing here. We have set this equal to x, and then we can say in exponential form, this is 2 to the x is equal to 32. And then we need to find that exponent. So how many times do we multiply 2 by itself to get 32? Well, you can just go through and kind of do them. 2 to the 1 is 2, 2 to the 2 is 4, 2 to the 3 is 8, 2 to the 4 is 16, and 2 to the 5 is 32. So x equals 5, and that's what log base 2 of 32 is. And here for part C, we've got log base 10 of 0.1. We'll call that x. Then we have 10 raised to the x equals 0.1. And this will probably be a little bit easier to see if we write this as 1/10 fraction. Okay. And then we can think of this in terms of exponents by saying, well, 1 over 10 is the same thing as 10 to the negative 1. And then I see immediately what x is equal to. X is equal to negative 1. So log base 10 of 0.1 is negative 1. For part D, we have log base 16 of 4. We'll call that x. And then writing this in exponential form, we have 16 raised to the x is equal to 4. Well, the relationship between 16 and 4 is that the square root of 16 is equal to 4. And we know that square roots are just exponents of 1/2. And so we have 16 to the 1/2 is equal to 4. That tells me that x is equal to 1/2. So log base 16 of 4 is equal to 1/2.